Guys, I went to the dentist 2 weeks ago, and I parked my car in the parking lot. And I was like, no cars were near me, none, zero. So I parked my car far away, walked over, got into the dentist. They started to do my teeth, and then after that, as I was getting my teeth fixed, the lady comes in and she's like, "Hey, are you the guy with the blue BMW?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Hey, there's a guy on the phone. He says that his wife hit your car." That's when I was like, "Oh no, that can't happen." And at that point, I was like bummed. I was like, "No way, somebody hit my car." So I got out right away. I got up and I was like, "Hey, can I go look at my car really quick?" And so I went out there with like a bunch of nurses and like this doctor, tooth doctor, and we took a look. We like look at this car, and I was just like, I was so like, I was kind of bummed out. I looked at it, and basically my car is parked like this. Their car was going out of the parking lot, and it scratched the side of the car, like the entire door, from the front fender all the way to the back fender. And I was like, freak. I was bummed. I gotta be honest, I was bummed. And so the lady ran away. She ran off, and that's a felony. If you report it to the cops, they will arrest that person, and that person can go to jail for like a couple of years, you know that? So it's a pretty serious felony. So the guy, I get into the office and I pick up the phone. He's like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know why she would run off like that, but let me pay for it or fix it or something like that." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, let me get back to you, you know, in a couple of days. Let me like figure things out and talk to a couple guys that know how to deal with this." He's like, "Yeah, that's fine, whatever." And so that's it, you know. And so yeah, I went to the estimator, and they took a look at the car, and they're like, "Well, it's going to be around probably 15,000 or something like that." But then they like did some more research, and they were like, "Hey, you know what? We can fix this for 5,000, and it's going to cost 5,000 for this guy." I was like, "Okay." So I reached up to this guy and I was like, "Hey, it's going to cost $5,000. And he's like, "Oh man, that sucks," you know. And he was like kind of complaining, but then he's like, "Yeah, we'll pay in cash because we can't do insurance." So that's that. So I'm really happy that they're gonna pay the full price, because literally it was so scary. I was like, no way. I don't want it to go on the insurance, because if it does go on the insurance, it means that my car will be on Carfax, and my car will devalue its price by like 15%. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to do that. And so, dang, dude. So yeah, it's actually $5,000. I'm glad it's not that like crazy amount, but it's around 5,000 to get the door and everything fixed. This is an M4 CS, so it's a limited edition car, and it's the 2020 model. It's the F82 model, and so this is a limited edition car that they scratched, and that I was like, I was kind of bummed, man. I was literally bummed out because I've been taking care of this car so perfectly, and then this happened. It was pretty awesome. It's such a good news. So yeah, that's the story of my last 2 weeks, and yeah, this is the drama that I got into. But before I continue with this, my youngest brother, he hit another car, and he comes to me. He's like, "David, I hit a car." I'm like, and it's late at night, so he's coming over to my house, and I was like, "Dude, you got to go and tell that person that you hit that car." So he goes and he talks to this guy that he hits his car, And guess what? Now my car got hit, and these people, the responsible party, reached out to me and they confronted me and they said, hey, we'll fix it. Because of me telling my brother to go and confront that guy that he hit and pay the damage, those people who hit my car are paying the damage. So what you reap is what you sow. 12 kills, not bad, right guys? But we're gonna go ahead and play another one with the Rus. Yeah, so that was kind of my my dilemma for the last couple of 2 weeks. I was so stressed out because like it's pretty crazy. It's a crazy situation to be in. What? Oh my god. I thought I killed that guy. Freaking ninja. A drunk driver completely effed up my mom's brand new F-150. Oh shoot, that's an expensive car. Front wheel to go past her. She's signaled right, go to the parking lot. Yeah, dude, people, if you guys, just a little reminder, if you hit somebody's car, don't run away. You can go to jail. Like, it's a felony. And I did not know that, so just a little heads up for people. So yeah, I came back from my Florida trip. As I was flying back, I was sitting next to this grandma, and she tells me, she's sitting in the middle seat, and as I'm coming closer, there's a guy, like this older dude on the other side by the aisle. He's a different, like, it doesn't seem like they're related at all, like just a stranger and another stranger. So this guy's sitting there and she's sitting in the middle, and I'm like going over to put my, you know, my baggage up there and my backpack with me. And this lady, I'm like, hey, I think my seat is by the window. And she's like, the guy looks at me, he's like, hey, do you mind if she takes the window? I was like, yeah, you can take the window. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, take it, I don't care about the window. And she was like, you're so sweet. And so she was like very happy to sit up by the window. She's like 95, dude. This is an old grandma. We're talking about somebody that barely can walk, and her hands are shaking the whole time, and she's trying to get to the window seat, and I'm like patiently waiting, and I feel really bad and happy at the same time. I'm like, dude, I'm glad you got the window seat. And so then she started talking to me the entire time. So I wasn't able to listen to my music on the plane at all because I was talking to the grandma the entire time. So my whole entire flight was just talking to this lady, and she was so nice. And she's like, can I call your mom when we land? I was like, you want to call my mom? She's like, yeah, I want to tell her that you're such a good boy. I was like, okay. So I give her my phone and I call my mom. She grabs this phone and she's like, hello, you have a very good son. And I was like, you hear that, mom? You know, so that was my story. And but then like she needed help to get out of the plane, so I was the one carrying her out. You know how it is, I'm a gentleman, being out here, being awesome, and had to carry her out of there. And yeah, I had to get out of the airport and then drop her off to her destination, to her car. Her daughter was picking her up, and oh, that was right to the face. How did that not hit him? Yeah, so I had to redo the whole security process. I had to go back into the airport, get on my second flight, right? But in order to get on the second flight, I have to go through the security. So I had to take off my shoes. I had to take off all of my electronics, all of my necklaces, all of that stuff. The whole setup. I was comfortable. I was in a comfy zone. But then I got back, made it on time, and that's the story. And so yeah, that is literally how my trip went. Like, it's a vibe. Bro, they're just camping. I gotta actually focus up because these guys are kicking my butt. Gonna have to remind your mom about this once in a while, being a good son. Yeah, for sure. You know, and it's the funny thing because like we don't ever tell or talk about that now. Like it's the older generation usually talks about it. There's a new Prestige NA45 out there, so he's probably warming up for that one. All right, let's see if I can do this. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm messing around way too much. That was no, that was a nasty headshot. Bro, they're all the way back there. What? Dude, what? This guy's just hitting every single headshot. Seeing Jokes fireman carrying a grandma to her people. Yeah, basically. Like, I walked this grandma to her daughter's car, and her daughter was yelling at the mom, like the grandma. And she was like, why weren't you going on the wheelchair? You're supposed to be on the wheelchair. Supposed to be escorted by the airport people. Why is this guy next to you? And she's like, oh, he's so sweet. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry you have to go through all this. I'm like, hey, no worries, you know? So yeah, that was the vibe, honestly. I'm so tired of dying over there. I want to actually survive this game. Is he planting the bomb? He is. That's nasty, dude. That guy is low-key nasty. The KN44 too? Yeah, KN44 headshot is actually insane. Makes me doubt his like aim here. And also, I only have 5 kills. I gotta step it up. What? I didn't even recognize that guy. Jokes says they're like a giga chat. Bro, not really. You know, like the way I'm gonna picture it is like a guy with a hoodie with a very strong sense of smell. You know, I got that perfume. The perfume is sprayed all over. I shower that perfume. He always reads out of context messages. Okay, what did I miss? Especially with the flow, gameplay, grandma story, music, typical Jokesta live streams. Yeah, I can imagine the proud smile Jokesta had when the grandma spoke to his mom. Bro, it was, the funny thing is, we're on a plane waiting to get off. Like, you know, there's a moment where you're just sitting on the plane and we're waiting for people to get out. And she's like, can I call your mother? I was like, yeah, sure. And I call my mom. I'm like, hey, there's this lady and she wants to talk to you. And I give it to my to this grandma. And she started saying that, and then everybody on the plane just like they're listening in, and my embarrassment just kicks in. My red face kicks in. I'm just like trying to hide it in, you know, like zone it out. But then the guy next to me, he's like, you know, he has this Italian look. Like, he's Italian. He got this mafia look to it. He has this gold Rolex on his left hand, and he looks like he makes pizzas, you know? He's like, look, man, there's not enough people like you. Good thing that you're doing the right thing. And I was like, yeah. You know, I fist bumped that guy. Oh, what the? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and rush mid. There's one over there in B. Okay. Bombs on B. Sorry, pal, you're not that guy. Okay, the rest is actually feeling pretty good. Main account getting to legendary pretty soon. 2. There's one right down there. I'm gonna have to do an execution right now. Never mind. I think he's downstairs. Never mind. And I haven't played rank in a long time, so. Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Okay, so there's one at mid. And then there's one up top of this L spot. They're on B. CX9? Is that the new battle pass skin? I just don't know what's going on with this thing, man. This one. Two. There's got to be one more underneath us, I think. I'm not sure where he went though. Oh, he's actually in our spawn. No? Where is this guy? I think he's still in our spawn, but I guess not. I've been feeling the CX9 heavy the last few days. It's so good. CX9 guys, the full auto or like just the burst? Okay, so there's one up top. He's gonna be right around the corner. He just jumped down. Okay. Okay, there's got to be one more out here. Oh, slide failed. Oh, I see him. He's all the way back there. He's gonna probably go right here. That's gonna be an ace. Yeah, we're gonna probably get to legendary in like 3 games, literally, because I'm on a really high winning streak, and also we're picking up a lot of kills on top of that. 16 kills. Oh, we saw him. Holy moly, that was scary. GG's. I'm just like playing a couple games here and there, and then I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm trying to do everything at once, but it's a bit of a scheduling, you know, a lot of scheduling, a lot of planning. But guys, we dropped 18 kills, 3 deaths. Not bad for the RUS79u.